Well, if this ain't a kick in the head, not that I can say I'm terribly surprised. In a June 6th article by IGN, as reported by Rebecca Valentine, the headline, Star Wars: The Old Republic going third-party as Bioware focuses on Mass Effect and Dragon Age. It's prepping to be taken over by Broadsword Online. The article reads, it's nearing an agreement to move the ongoing development and operation of MMORPG Star Wars: The Old Republic from Bioware to third-party studio Broadsword Online Games, IGN has learned. According to sources familiar with the matter, Broadsword and EA have signed a letter of intent, with the deal expected to be finalized as soon as this month. The agreement would see the Old Republic handed over to the current Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot developer Broadsword Online, which is run by former Mythic Entertainment co-founder and BioWare VP Rob Denton, who previously worked on the Old Republic in its early days. After the publication of this story, EA addressed the news in the following statement. Almost 12 years after launch, Star Wars: The Old Republic remains a success and continues to grow its dedicated and passionate community. We're so proud of the work the team has done, and the future of the game and the community continues to be very bright. We're evaluating how we give the game and the team the best opportunity to grow and evolve, which includes conversations with Broadsword, a boutique studio that specializes in delivering online community-driven experiences. Our goal is to do what is best for the game and its players. Valentine goes on to write, currently, roughly 70 to 80 people are part of the core development team of the Old Republic, more than half of whom are expected to move to Broadsword. Those remaining with EA would have an opportunity to look for roles elsewhere within the company, but may otherwise face layoffs. May I editorialize here and say good luck to those folks who remain and are supposedly going to find opportunities. That's a tough one. Always a tough one. Anyone who's ever been part of a pare down, cut down layoff situation got a feel for these folks. Valentine continues, the Old Republic will continue to see planned content updates, such as the upcoming patch 7.3 and the next PvP season, with more expected down the line. EA will remain the game's publisher, while BioWare will focus its resources on single-player games such as Dragon Age and Mass Effect. Two series announced new games in 2018 and 2019 respectively, but details for both have been scarce ever since, and Dragon Age Dreadwolf in particular seems to be suffering from an exodus of senior leadership. Its QA workers voted to unionize last year. She goes on to give a really brief history. What's interesting is the revenue that it has brought in. She goes to say it did achieve nearly $1 billion in lifetime revenue as of 2019, and in a forum post, Keith Koenig did acknowledge and affirm this is the case. He writes, hi all, no doubt you've read the reports that Electronic Arts is evaluating opportunities to give the game and the team a new home, which includes conversations with Broadsword. Unfortunately, we can't answer any questions you may have at this time. Game Update 7.3's June release will remain unchanged, and patch notes will be released a day before per usual. All future content updates are also moving forward as planned, including 7.3.1 and 7.4. We are looking forward to the future of Star Wars: The Old Republic and its continued growth, Keith. To be honest, I'm not sure what to really make of this. What we hope is that because there are former BioWare folks who did work on the game way back in the day, maybe they really care about this and they're not sending it out to die. Then again, why wouldn't EA keep running the project if they really thought it was profitable? Mind you, EA is remaining the publisher, so they're going to get a nice cut of that sweet MMO dough no matter what happens. In any case, it looks like BioWare might be where they started, one studio in Edmonton. And as I said before, I'm really not sure what to think of this. It could be a good thing, but it probably isn't. Is it that EA doesn't think, since they've lost their exclusivity with the Star Wars license, that they're going to be able to compete with things coming out and they want to shed this extra cost even though it was profitable? Maybe not profitable enough given what's coming down the road from other studios such as Ubisoft. But that's pure speculation at this point. What do you folks think? Anybody have any thoughts on Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot? We've never played either game, so we don't really know if the quality's gone up or down. on. In a quick check of Broadsword's website, Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot are getting updates, especially Dark Age of Camelot, which has just gotten an update this month. Seems to be quite a lot of balancing going on, changing buffs here and there, so they are actually maintaining these games. Whether that's just a holding pattern or not, I have no idea. If you look at the websites, they're pretty old, outdated looking, and given there's only 30 employees and not nearly the same amount of cash that Bioware had, we can probably kiss things like story and voice acting bye-bye. Mostly expect annual events and things that cycle through like that. I think that's a bummer. Tell us what you think. Is this Tor's swan song, or will it have a new happy home and actually some interesting, better content? For reference, we have linked both articles in the description below. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.